This is Graphite Radio.
Graphite Pro Radio and Caffeine Life presents BlAK MAJIK, the role of African diasporic art in modern design, hosted by Adrian Franks. Hello peeps, this is your boy Adrian Franks, aka AD, welcoming you to a special edition of Graphite Pro called BlAK MAJIK. You may ask, what is BlAK MAJIK? What makes it so special? BlAK MAJIK is the celebratory podcast series that showcases the stories, achievements, and global impact of design professionals and artists from the African diaspora, inspiring audiences through creativity and innovation. For the next few episodes, we will highlight the accomplishments of various Black creators, designers, artists, and thinkers who have made a significant impact on society and culture, particularly in modern art and design. For today's episode, we will explore the genes of Aaron Douglas, the architect of African American modernism. In the heart of the Harlem Renaissance, amidst the pulsating rhythms of jazz, the literary revolutions, and the cultural awakenings, one artist dared to redefine Black identity through the power of visual art. His name, Aaron Douglas, the man who called a visual language that fused modernist design with the rich artistic traditions of the African diaspora. His work, a synthesis of Art Deco elegance, Art Nouveau fluidity, and African symbolism, all converging to tell a story of heritage, resilience, and the African American experience. Section 1. The making of a visionary. To understand Aaron Douglas, we must first journey back to Topeka, Kansas, where he was born in 1899. Growing up, Douglas found inspiration in his mother's drawings, early glimpses into an artistic mind that would one day challenge conventions. After high school, he made his way to the University of Nebraska, where he earned a BFA in 1922. His studies exposed him to classical European techniques, but Douglas had a deeper calling, one that would soon be awakened. In 1925, Douglas left behind a stable teaching career and ventured to Harlem, a place teeming with Black intellectualism, music, and artistic innovation. Originally, his dream was Paris, like many Black creators of his era, but Harlem became his canvas, his muse. There he studied under Renaud Rees, a German artist who encouraged him to integrate African motifs into his work. It was a turning point. Douglas abandoned the traditional constraints of Western portraiture and began forging a style uniquely his own, one that had honored the African heritage while speaking boldly to the modern age.
We can go to African life and get a certain amount of form and color, understanding and using this knowledge in development of an expression that interprets our life. Aaron Douglas.
Section 2. An artistic language born. Imagine an Aaron Douglas painting. Figures silhouetted in motion, their bodies elongated, their forms layered in a series of concentric circles, radiating outward like the sound waves from a drum. This was the essence of his work, rhythmic, abstract, yet deeply rooted in narrative. His illustrations for Alan Locke's The New Negro, 1925, were more than visuals, they were declarations. Each stroke defied the Eurocentric artistic traditions, embracing a distinctive Afrocentric aesthetic that resonated with the cultural awakening of the Harlem Renaissance. But it was Douglas' mural work that solidified his impact. His most famous series, Aspects of a Negro Life, commissioned in 1934 by the Public Works Administration for the New York Public Library's 135th Street branch, is a breathtaking visual chronicle of the Black experience, from African ancestry through the Middle Passage to the vibrance of Harlem itself. Through layered silhouettes, dynamic composition, and a limited but evocative color palette, Douglas conveyed struggle, triumph, and transformation, all within a distinctively modernist framework.
The world today are not what they were then, and I've changed. No artist stands still. I'm just going to restore the murals, make them as they were when I created them. Aaron Douglas.
Section 3. A lasting legacy. By the 1940s, Douglas had already cemented his influence, but his journey was far from over. In 1944, he founded the art department at Fisk University in Nashville, shaping the next generation of Black artists. He remained a professor to his retirement in 1966, instilling in his students the same artistic vision and cultural pride that defined his career. Through his presidency of the Harlem Artist Guild, he paved the way for young African American creators, ensuring that Black art had a voice, not just in galleries but in public discourse. Today, Douglas' influence endures. His work is studied, exhibited, and honored as a cornerstone of African American modernism. The National Museum of African American History and Culture, the Smithsonian American Art Museum, and institutions worldwide recognize his contributions. And in the digital age, where art and activism intersects more than ever, his visual language remains profoundly relevant. In closing, Aaron Douglas was more than a painter. He was a cultural architect. His work didn't just depict history, it shaped it. It didn't just celebrate heritage, it preserved it. Through his murals, his illustrations, and his unwavering commitment to the African American experience, Douglas laid the foundation for what we now recognize as African diasporic modern design. And so, the question remains, how will we, as artists, designers, and visionaries, build upon the foundation he has set? This has been BlAK MAJIK, the role of African diasporic art in modern design. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and explore more stories that celebrate artistry, history, and innovation of the African diaspora. I'm Adrian Franks. Talk to you soon.
You've been tuned into Graphite Radio, where creativity meets culture. Part of the Caffeine Audio Network. Thanks for joining us on this journey of ideas, art, and innovation. Be sure to subscribe and stay connected for more stories that shape the world we create. Until next time, keep sketching your vision into reality.